Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We hope you had an absolutely lovely bank holiday. It is wonderful to have your company with us again. And thank you so much for joining us. And honestly, we have had such a great time. Did you watch the coronation? Did you enjoy it? Did you go to any street parties? Did you watch the concert? Let us know. If you had any jazzy plans, please let us know. We would love to hear them. I did unfortunately miss it because I was away, but it was worth it. It's the best excuse, isn't it? A little holiday. And honestly, is there anything better to cure holiday blues than a bit of crafting?
I know.
So we've got an amazing launch today,
Stay
right?
in and chill.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got the lovely Rachel with me. Good morning.
Good morning.
And we also have Emily in the producer station. Good morning. Good morning. And obviously all of you guys at home. So today is the live launch of our 3 brand new Duo Design paper pads. They're absolutely stunning. We have had them in the building for a little while now, and we've been very excited about them. And today is the day that we get to share them with you. But before we do head any further into our lovely live launch, let's have a little look at this week's Win It Weekly. So we have these rather jazzy dinosaur stamps for you guys. They are our Jurassic era stamp bundle. They're absolutely just so fun. These are I just love them. They're just totally rawsome. You've got all those puns in there, to a T-Rexcellent friend there. You've got such fabulous details on them. So you can obviously colour these with your ink pads, your markers, anything you've got at home, or just stamp them up for some really fun like backgrounds. You've got all of our dinosaur friends in here. We've got the gentle giants there with the sort of like fern leaf and the dinosaur egg, as well as the Triceratops and the Brachiosaurus. And then we've got our prehistoric favourites there. These are so cool and fun. I just absolutely love them. We do love our dinosaurs here at Hunky Dory. They are totally rawsome. You've got that sentiment there, have a rawsome birthday. 3 A6 stamp sets featuring dinosaur themed artwork. Maybe you just haven't got around to treating yourselves to this. Well, you could actually win them. We've got 5 winners this week.
Wow, that's good.
Love it when we've got loads to give away. And the question that we would like to answer this week, as well as like and share, is this is so good. Which country has had the most Eurovision wins? Is it A, Serbia, B, Ireland, or C, Sweden? So Eurovision is in the UK this year. It's in Liverpool, isn't it?
I know, how exciting is
It's
that?
very exciting. It's not actually too far from here. It's about 30 miles away from Preston-ish.
Yeah.
And I have been I've got, because it's not too far, I've got a few friends from around that neck of the woods, and seeing the city centre come to life, it's very exciting.
Great, won't it?
Yeah. So let us know as well. Are you a little Eurovision fan? It's a little bit cheesy, but it's a good laugh, isn't it?
It definitely is.
Definitely.
Yeah,
and
especially with other countries as well.
Definitely. And Sam Ryder last year.
God, I know.
Wow.
He was brilliant.
He was so brilliant. So we've got Serbia, Ireland, or Sweden. Emily's giving absolutely nothing away. Absolutely chill. But let us know what you guys think. We've got loads of answers coming in already. Okay, it's time, guys. Are we ready to have a little look at our new Duo Design pads? Oh, weren't they absolutely beautiful? So much inspiration. Can you believe? I mean, is this our 12th collection, Emily, or our 11th? 11.
Wow.
Multi by 11, there it is. And this just is testament to how much you guys love them at home, that we do collection after collection, and they sell out. You know, we've had our old favourites, we've said goodbye to those, ready for the new ones, and that is just because they sell out. They're ever so popular. So we've got 3 for you. We're doing them in this incredible multi-buy, which is just the best way to get them, because you've got so much money. You're getting one for free essentially with them. So let's have a little look at our first. Well, I'll let you have a little look. These are what they are like. They're 8x8 stunning paper pads, 2-in-1. They're double-sided, shiny finish, so that gorgeous satin texture on your cards. Absolutely beautiful. Super easy to get your scissors through if you want to do any fussy cutting because of that gorgeous silky coating. 12 double-sided designs, 4 of each. So if you want to batch make, they're absolutely perfect. So you can get any 3 for 2 if you want to mix and match. So if you like some of our older ones, or you've got a little favourite that's running a little bit low, you can top up and have one of our new ones or 2 of our new ones. Or like I say, you can get them as the new bundle that we've got for you today, which just takes care of everything, all 3 new ones. And you can buy them individually for £9.99. Obviously, you're going to get your discounts when you're signing in. Do not miss out taking advantage of that. So the first one we've got is this lovely ladies and handwritten letters. I absolutely love this one, you know, Rach. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
And I mean, such a good one to cut into, isn't it?
It really is. So let's start from the back. Right, I'm a little bit out of practice with my picking and flicking. I mean, aren't these stunning? They're so decadent, aren't they? You get all those gorgeous sort of scrapbooky feel to it there. You've got the sort of quotations, the French script, the clocks. They're sort of a little bit, this one, like, she reminds me of like very French chic Renaissance period, doesn't she?
Does.
They're absolutely stunning. Obviously, you can just pop these into frames or vintage you know, decor pieces there. You've got this one again, which sort of reminds me of those kind of like wartime old Hollywood movies. Aren't they just absolutely stunning? Definitely takes us back to, you know, yesteryear with these. They're gorgeous. They're so nostalgic and vintage. And we've got this lovely lady in her fine bonnet and her gown there. Butterflies again, roses, lace. Just look at how much texture's been added. You know, you've got that pencil grey sort of London Tower bridge in there. There's so much detail. You know, you could just pop these onto a mirror mat, add a sentiment, and you're done.
Especially one like that where it's like more to it.
Absolutely. You know, you don't want to be losing any of that detail. So just obviously look at these stunning pictures that you've got. They're so artistic, aren't they? You've got the wonderful dove there as well. Perfect for like weddings, anniversaries, romantic occasions. All of those kind of like special female birthdays that you've got coming up this year. Absolutely gorgeous. Obviously scrapbooking, junk journaling, anything like that is going to be perfect because it's got that really sort of like shabby chic kind of feel. Oh, this one, I love this. The wonderfully handsome couple, aren't they?
They are.
Again, they just remind me of a gorgeous black and white movie on a Sunday afternoon. You've got this one as well, again, one of my favourite. You've got the wonderful romantic couple there fading into the background. You've got this, which I'd definitely be fussy cutting out this, 100%. That's a go-to, isn't it? You've got the vintage classic car there. So you're kind of getting the feel with this. So again, these mix and match really, really well as well. Let me flick through. Oh, again, she's so stunning. Isn't she beautiful? Absolutely flawless, this one. Again, you've got those wonderful kind of like London sketchy feels. You've got this one, Miss Vogue. Isn't she cool? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Step straight out of a fashion magazine then. You can also be cutting out those perfume bottles and those cocktails. And we've got the lovely blue one there with those stunning roses that we've got. And then our last one is this one with the music notes. Absolutely beautiful. And then the other side, let's just have a very quick flick through. They are all the same, but you've got this wonderful kind of vintage handwritten letters, and these are just gorgeous, aren't they? You've got all the colourways, so if you want to make some rainbow projects, absolutely fine. Gorgeous sort of sepia ones, so perfect to be combining with your old, you know, memory keeping, scrapbooking feel. Gorgeous, gorgeous sort of French script, World War II telegrams. It's got that sort of feel, hasn't it? Absolutely stunning. All those love letters there, and you've got that kind of like ink stained effect. Again, you know, you just can't go wrong with these kind of pads, can you? Absolutely stunning. Again, you could be combining these with like any old sort of stamps or memorabilia that you've got in your craft stash. Absolutely stunning. You've got this sort of newspaper grayscale print there, and then one a little bit paler to finish. So obviously they are double-sided, so you can be folding these, tearing these up, etc. They're absolutely beautiful. Let me show you the second one, and then we're going to go straight to Rach. This one's gorgeous.
Lovely.
Totally different identity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is what I love about our collections. We do try and capture a little bit of everything.
Definitely.
So this is our floral flare and subtle shimmer. I mean, this is just, get me to the beach now, honestly. How fun and summery is that? And then the other side, you've got these beautiful sort of like foil patterns, very subtle kind of bit of shimmer, but it really does give the impression of like hot foiling, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Especially some of the cards, like you have to like touch it because it looks really like shimmery.
Absolutely. Again, this one's going to be perfect for those weddings, those summer birthdays. You've got those sort of hydrangea blooms there, really sort of close-up digital prints there. Absolutely stunning. You've got the full kind of like peonies there as well. Absolutely stunning. Just big, beautiful blooms there. They just do all the hard work for you, these pads. You really cannot go wrong with them. You will notice us always pull this out when we've got like a bit of a dye launch to work on, or
they just go so well.
just something that needs a nice, easy background. We are always pulling these out, guys. And then you've got some more kind of like subtle ones. I mean, this is just beautiful, isn't it?
That's gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Different colours.
Isn't it different? It's so
Yeah, it
unusual. It's kind of got that ombre texture there. We've got this one as well. We've got quite a sketchy feel. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely stunning. I love this one too. Some of them have got a real sort of digital print feel, and then others are a lot. I mean, this looks watercoloured, this cherry blossom. And then others have got, like you say, that artistic kind of feel as well. Again,
that one. That's lovely.
just look at the detail in there. Absolutely stunning. You've got those palm leaves in the background, beautiful flowers to fussy cut there as well. It going just absolutely stunningly with that kind of foiled side as well. Let's have a really quick flick through on some of those. Beautiful colour palette here. Goes so well. You've got your purples, your pinks, your greys. I mean, again, just look at how metallic that is, guys. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful pads. You've got the sort of mid blue, the turquoise, really nice hot pink colours. Again, another sort of silvery blue there. Really nice warm tones there as well, into those deep kind of purple shades as well. Another sort of greeny silver. And then finally finishing on that beautiful grey and that copper as well. So absolutely beautiful. £9.99 each. Okay, Rach, we're going to come to you.
Right, so we're going to start off with the ladies. So I've cut down a 12 by 12 piece of grey board here. So we're going to make a scrapbook page.
Oh, gorgeous.
So I've picked out 5 colours of the written letters, and then we're just going to cut, we're just going to tear this. So I'm going to use my ruler for this, just because we want it so that we've still got a bit of that white, but it's not too much. So I'm going to just cut this one as well. And then we're going to start to lap them up. So let's put some tape on these. And then we can cut down some others. So because I am doing such a big scrapbook page, we will need to use a few different pages. But you can use this on smaller scrapbooks, anything that you do.
Oh, absolutely.
Photo frames, anything like that. So we're going to start off from the right hand side, just lining it up with that corner, and just stick that down. And let's do it with our next one, just to completely fill that up. Now, if you wanted to be a bit more frugal, then you can cut this down a bit small, but I think it just laps over so well. Yeah,
doesn't it? And it gives it that more sort of vintage kind of feel when
it does.
When you've just got the join in the really busy part of it, just laying over. And again, it makes it a bit thicker and a bit heavier. Janie
Yeah,
says,
definitely.
I know I wasn't going to buy them, but they've fallen in my basket though.
Oh, these jammy things, they always fall into the basket.
Don't they just? And honestly, you won't regret it.
No, you
I know
won't.
he said, I know it's hard when you're like trying to be good, but honestly, these are so worth it. They're gorgeous. Claire Alcock said she loved making samples with
Oh,
these.
yes. Yeah, if you were our design team, they worked on it, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Linda Grimes says, love the vintage ladies. Amelia Ergart comes to mind.
Right, so let's mix up these colours. Let's go for a green. So we're just... So you don't have to be precise with this, because when you layer them all over, then you can't really see the joins or how big you've cut down your pages. And any that you've got left over, the little strips, keep hold of them, and you can use them with a different project if you just need just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously you could even cut these a little bit thinner again if you don't mind the sort of join look.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you've got like even brown, like some craft card behind, I think craft card goes really well with this like theme.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, even if you were to do a matte and layer with that grayscale, it'd look good as well. That vintage kind of like raw texture.
Oh, forgot to cut it. All right. So let's just do these ones, and then we can have a look at the pages in our pad, and then we can start cutting down some, using different elements to just build up that scrapbook page. So we'll stick that blue one on. So you can see that you can still see the tear lines on these, and just think it gives it that really nice effect.
Oh, definitely.
It's not too much. Alright, so let's pop that one up there, and then let's just do our grey one, and then we're done with that. Alright, so I'm just using double-sided tape with this, and because the pages they're thin, but they're not too thin.
No, definitely
They're a really good way to do something like this, where you can build up. So if you are like using this in a scrapbook, then it's not too heavy on your pages.
Yeah, definitely. It's 150 GSM. And as well, that sort of silky kind of softness as well. It means it's a bit more kind of pliable than maybe like some of the matte sort of scrapbook pages and things. So again, I feel like that adds to the kind of light finish.
Definitely.
Oh,
right.
That looks so cool.
So that is our background now. So I've also brought in some other pages, and I'm just going to take my scissors now. So of course we've got to have that love sign.
Oh, 100%.
From up there, and I'm just going to cut some of these out, and then we can build up our page. Now these are so easy to cut out, so I'm using my scissors. You can use your craft knife if you wanted to. Totally up to you what you prefer to cut with. And then we've also got some little butterflies on these that would go perfectly as our little embellishments.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you get loads in here to embellish. You get roses, butterflies, doves, absolutely loads and loads to play with. So many fussy cutting opportunities in this one.
I think that's it, like pads like this, like if you're just starting out card making or even scrapbooking, you wanted to like just have a little play around, they're perfect because you don't really need anything else to go with them other than
no,
the
you
pad.
don't. Absolutely, you don't have to be an experienced card maker. I mean, if you are, these are still perfect as well.
Yeah.
You'll definitely find a place in your stash for them. But yeah, you can just start as a beginner with these because they're so much fun, and because you get multiple pages as well. You know, you don't have to feel restricted in any way, do you?
No, and like if you wanted to use all the pages then you can do, because then you can like layer up and just make it however fancy or not fancy you want.
Absolutely. Viv Williams says, I've never done any scrapbooking, but this looks fun. You can just kind of think of it as an oversized card, can't you, really?
Yeah, exactly that. Like just make sure that you've got enough room for your photo and it's not too like overcrowded. and it's perfect. I absolutely love scrapbooking.
Yeah,
I thought like something like this, like if you've got any old photos, then black and white ones of grandmas, granddads that got married.
Oh, definitely.
Then absolutely gorgeous with this.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know, maybe if you've got like some vintage lace fabric scraps, anything like that.
Just, yeah, it is a really versatile pad, isn't it? I'm just going to cut this lovely lady out because I think she'd go perfect just at the bottom.
Very elegant, aren't they?
She is.
Yeah.
We've just got a couple of borders. You can see how easy that is just to cut round her. Right, let's move them out of the way. And I just want to take, I love this clock on here.
Yeah, again, another beautiful element.
So let's just cut that out as well. And keep hold of your scraps.
Oh, definitely.
Scraps are so good to craft with. To come down into little squares, and you've got yourself a nice little card there.
Yeah, 100%. They really are.
Right. So just cutting around this part, and then we can have a look at what we've got. And I've also bought in some ribbon not ribbon, some twine, sorry.
Oh yeah, twine, again, another perfect accompaniment. If you've got any twine, maybe our MDF shapes as well.
Yeah, that would be such a good idea, that. Right, so I've got, so this is a bit thicker than the normal like garden twine. But I just thought that if we can put this around the middle, then it will look so nice.
Yeah, I think that's going to look stunning.
So I'm going to use our purple tape just for this, just for the purpose of the show. I mean, if I was doing it at home, I'd probably use something that's going to hold it a bit stronger to hold it. Let's just pop this on here. And then let's cut that bit off. There you go. And I think I'm going to do, let's do it so we've got 3 on.
Oh, cool.
So that we're just building up our page to how we like it. So just sticking that down just with a bit more purple tape just to secure it onto the back. And then let's have a look.
Oh, it's looking good.
It is, isn't it? And it's just so cool how you can build it all up and make it how you like it.
Absolutely. And again, you know, you can take all these skills to your card making. You know, you could make that exact same background on an 8x8 or a 7x7.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because the piece that like I've cut out, they will definitely look really good. And I think we have actually had a few cards back that have that love on, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks so good.
Yeah, absolutely. You can use your love for your sentiment. Obviously, be chopping out and fussy cutting those really elegant ladies. And just transfer it to whatever project. That looks so good, right?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially like with all them colours together.
Yeah, 100%.
So I haven't actually got a photo to put on today, but what we're going to do is we're going to make some little mats for our photo to go on. So we're going to go, this probably be like a 4x6 photo. So I'm just going to cut this. So I've got some craft card here. So I'm going to cut it to 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches, and then I've also got some white as well, so then when our photo goes on, we've got that little border, and I just think that it just makes your photos stand out.
Yeah, definitely.
That little bit more. So we're cutting that to 4.25 by 6.25. So let's just get some tape on this, and then before we stick anything down, I'm going to pop it onto our page so that we can just arrange it how we want. So I'm just using some of our finger lift tape for this.
Oh, awesome.
And let's just stick that down. So I imagine that it'll look good, so it's about there. So let's keep that there for now. Let's bring in some of our little bits and pieces that we've got. So we can stick this one down because we know that they're going to go just in the corner here. So let's pop them on. And then we've got our other one as well. So let's pop that on the top here.
Oh yeah, that looks so good.
I mean, even just a page like just with that background and no other elements cut out. I think these papers are so lovely.
Oh, definitely, yeah, 100%.
Right, so let's pop that one there. Then we've got our lovely lady. Let's tuck her in down here. So let's pop her on now. And then what have we got left? We've got that clock. And we've got our love as well. So just tuck her in. And then we've got our love. So if we pop them up there.
Oh, that looks wonderful.
And let's tuck that little bit under so that it's still got that border showing. So we'll put some double-sided tape on this as well. And so I'm just going to try and just tuck that little corner of that clock underneath, but we still want that butterfly to be on top there. And then I think with our photo, if we pop it there,
yep,
and then we can pop the lady just on top as well. And then I've also bought in some of our 1mm foam pads as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the thing with scrapbooking, is you don't need as many foam pads.
You definitely don't.
If you are using it in an actual scrapbook as well. You know, you want your scrapbook to be able to close really easily.
Definitely.
And when you're layering up like this, you actually don't need the same dimension, do you? Because you've got loads on there already.
Right, so we're just using 1mm for these. So I'm going to pop it there so it's like just coming over where the photo will be, but not too much. Then I've also cut out some of our butterflies as well from the different pages. So we're going to use, have I brought it in? Yeah. Let's pop just a little bit of glue on these, and then we can place them where we want them to be. I mean, if you've got some of them like the, you know, the box frames, I think in some of like the craft shops they do the 12 by 12 ones, something like that, like the home decor would be so nice. Right, and there we go.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. That is just ready to be just popped up into a scrapbook, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. There we go.
Even back a bit more.
Oh, there we go. Absolutely stunning. I absolutely love it. And again, like I say, if you don't consider yourself a scrapbooker, you can totally use that layout for a card. Definitely. It looks so beautiful either way. But yeah, I think you need to raid the attic and find a cute photo to go in there. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, you ready to see the final? Oh no, in fact, before we do, we're going to show you some card mates with that. I wanted to get straight over to Rachel's demo. But if you want a bit more inspiration, we've got some beautiful, I mean, how about this gorgeous kind of like diorama card from our lovely Hannah? Absolutely beautiful. Just popping those scores in and that picture behind as well. Absolutely stunning. We've got this one that again just uses that technique of just putting it straight onto a mat and layer, and it does all the hard work for you. Nothing else. You know, you can just use them straight on there. We've got this other beautiful one as well. If you want to get kind of crafty and get your dies out, nice. Don't they make the most wonderful book pages?
They do.
Gorgeous. That's our back in stock beautiful book pages. You've got the sentiment there from there as well. And again, just combining some other sort of fussy cutting elements and that gorgeous heart-shaped stopper. That's by our lovely Steph Powell there. Thank you so much, Steph. And then we've got some as well with the floral flare, which is just, oh my goodness. I mean,
oh, that's so cute.
You can just see how well these bits folding. They're absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? You've got the love there with the sort of Rainbow Brights themed. We've got some sort of homemade backgrounds, cutting it into strips. You know, you could do that as a herringbone pattern or a checkerboard.
Yeah, anything.
Weaving techniques, absolutely everything. This one's by our lovely Emma Lowe. Again, grabbing those colours.
That's really nice.
Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, grabbing those colours and again, just framing that with your flower dies, absolutely beautiful. We've got even more card mates to show you, but I am going to show you our last duo design paper pad. Now this is very special. Celestial Skies and Starry Eyed. Again, a bit more of a niche theme, so it's lovely that we've been able to do it in here. You know, you might not see this in like a big Topper Collection flagship launch, but we obviously do like to cover as many themes as we can. So let's take a look at this one. I mean, you've just got the most stunning kind of constellations in the most dramatic of colourways, and then you get that sort of starry kind of background there for you, repeated throughout the pad. Gorgeous kind of little kind of twinkle twinkle diamond kind of stars, aren't they? Those absolutely stunning. And again, you can pick up so much detail in there. I'm sure you can see the sort of shapes of the constellations in there. The star signs, the kind of lines and everything like that. If you're into, you know, anything like that, your horoscopes, or anyone that just loves a bit of physics, bit of science, bit of space.
It's different, isn't it?
It's so different, so unusual. Perfect for those kind of like masculine makes where sometimes just like beer and wine and it just doesn't do, does it? No. And this is just so different, so much fun. And again, combines perfectly with the other side of the pad. We've got these sort of dreamy kind of sun and moon patterns on here. I just love those kind of faces on there as well. So different, aren't they? Really mystical. And like I say, celestial as well is just the right word for it. Again, some more of those sun beams there. In the midnight black. We've got this one as well, in that green with that crescent. Again, absolutely perfect. I remember when we were crafting with this as well, I think it was like Ramadan and Eid at the time, and it's just again, it just sets the tone for all of those kind of occasions, doesn't it? Again, we've got some more kind of crescent moons on that navy background there. Some gorgeous, again, kind of sunbeam rays there as well in that delicious kind of like tealy green. Absolutely stunning. Really rich colourways here. You've got some kind of jewel tones as well. You've got that burgundy with those eyes, absolutely stunning. And you've got this one as well, just looking like a starry night sky again, with those constellations kind of like mapped out as well for you. And again, we've got this kind of sponge cloud one with all of those little ones there as well. Again, it makes perfect kind of like, you know, especially sort of these twinkle twinkle little star patterns. It makes gorgeous kind of like nursery decor if you're doing a that kind of theme, a bit more sort of space themed. Again, party decorations, box making, you know, just pop them on some gold mirror, which you can make your boxes from, and then pop these on top. They're absolutely stunning. 48 double-sided papers, 12 designs, 4 of each. And again, you're going to get the coordinating colours with that starry pattern on the reverse. Again, they're perfect for your origami, your paper folding projects, anything like that. Scrapbooking again. Absolutely wonderful for your memory keeping as well. £9.99 for that one. I really love it. And again, we've got some beautiful cards, and we've got those shaker again, just so much fun. We've got a herringbone background here from Lois. Nice. Isn't it fun that we've got these dies as well to look at, because we do have a few of those that use that. We've got a kind of like aperture one there. Really cool. Gorgeous.
It goes really well, doesn't it, with the gold mirror?
Doesn't it? Bit of gold mirror, absolutely, because you've got those kind of gold stars and those gold constellations there. Shine bright sentiment as well. If you've got your star nesting dies, you're going to be wanting to grab those out for sure, because they do make some really fun makes. And if you did want those dies, we have got them available for you. This is our new Just to Say combos. I think these have been out a couple of weeks, but they're just so different and fun. So we've got Just to Say amazing, and obviously we've got the bottom and top edge, which is different from our previous combo dies. You're getting that edge as well. You can use as either a shadow, a top edge, bottom edge. You know, you can pop that in like an aperture or a frame, and then you've got the matching stamps as well. So you've got Hope Your Day is as amazing as you. You are simply amazing. Amazing you did it. To my amazing friend, amazing you passed. So it's covering all of those occasions. You've got the just to say, just because as well, very, very popular, just because it's a special day, just because you're the best, just because I'm so lucky to have you, and because I forgot those perfect ones for those belated birthdays, aren't they? Honestly, I use that one more than I'd like to admit. Oh, it's just, sometimes you just need to hold your hands up and say, I'm so sorry. 3 metal dies in there, 1 sentiment and 2 edge dies, and then your A7 stamp set. And then finally the hooray, again, possibly the most useful, covering all those celebratory occasions. You've got hip hip hooray, hooray your parents, hooray best day ever. So you're covering new babies, weddings, everything like that for you. Hooray so happy for you. Hooray sending lots of love. So again, engagements, exams, graduations, anything like that. It's just so handy, aren't they? And then finally, as part of this collection, we could not resist showing you our gorgeous nested lace rainbow. Again, I think this one would go so well with the celestial one. Definitely, yeah. Those sort of sky prints that you get in there. Gorgeous sort of lacy patterns there. You've got scallops, loops there, little curves and dots and everything, just to give that some real texture. £19.99, but you get 10 metal dies in that set, and they are really,
they are big.
Big. They're a big set, absolutely. And again, obviously, you can combine. You can cut these out twice and have like doilies, frames, circles. You know, you don't just have to use them in that rainbow pattern. So that is your nested lace rainbow die, and also your combo dies as well. Absolutely amazing. You know, this amazing one, it's got 15 stamps with it.
I know. And you know, stamps like you can use on their own as well.
You can use them on your own, absolutely. I mean, you've got you did it, you passed. They're not all just kind of random ones that need the die. So versatile. Before we go to Rach, we are just going to repeat the Win It Weekly, which is, for those Jurassic stamps, which country has had the most Eurovision wins? Is it A, Serbia, B, Ireland, or C, Sweden? We've got some clever people in those comments, but keep them coming in for your chance to win that. Okay, Rachel, we are eagerly awaiting demo number 2. I'm so excited.
Right, let's do the flowers.
Oh, the flowers, absolutely gorgeous. Look at those.
I know, I love the colours in this one. So I've got 2 sheets here, and we're going to use the reverse. So we're going to use the shimmer one for that, and then we're going to use this one. So we're going to start off by this one. Now, I wanted to do a bit of like folding on it.
Oh, cool.
So I think let's cut this to 4.5 inches. So we're just going to use this bottom bit here, and then I'm just going to, and then if I turn it round, so this would have been the left side a second ago, I'm just going to score at 2 inches.
Score or trim?
Sorry, mark a little bit.
Like okay, yeah.
Just a little mark.
I was like, I didn't want you to cut it if you needed to score.
That would have been a Rachel thing to do, that's for sure. Right, and then what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to line up where I've done a little marky thing there with my trimmer, and then I'm going to just cut it, so then we'll end up with a little diagonal piece like this, and then I'm going to bring in my my scoreboard.
Awesome.
And then we're going to score at 2 inches, and then we're going to score at 2 1/4, and then 3. So I'm going to make it so that then we fold it back, and you'll be able to see just a little bit of the underneath bit as well.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
I'm hoping that I've done it right. I had a look this morning. I knew how to do it, but I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Techniques like this, I'm like, oh, am I brave enough to demo this? The one time that it goes wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Right, so let's go all the way to the end.
Yeah. And you're scoring 1/4 of an inch each time?
1/4 of an inch, and then 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
1/4 of an inch, 3/4. And then, so we're keeping hold of our scoring tool, because these papers, with them being 150 GSM, you don't want to score them too much.
No.
Cut into Right, so then if we just bring it back on itself, so making them concertina folds, then as you can see, we can still see that pattern, and then just in these little corners there, we've got just a little bit of that one underneath. Right, so just carefully fold, and then if I've done it right, when this is all folded, it should make a 5-inch across here. We might need to cut it down just a little bit. Right, and then the last one. So there we go. So I'm just going to use my scoring tool now, just to make sure that they are with your 8, then it makes just a couple of notches below the 5.
Oh, so you could have a mat and layer.
You could, yeah. So let's cut this down. So I'm going to go for a 5x7 card. So let's just cut this down, and then, so I bought an 8x18 because I wasn't sure what size to actually make it. So let's cut this by 5x7 as well. I'm going to go for a nice 10-fold card for this.
Oh, gorgeous.
And then let's pop that one down straight away. I can find my tape there. So these patterns, they just mix so well with each other. And if you wanted to go like extra wild, you could have it over on that side. I think that goes so nice.
Yeah, definitely. There's loads that do, like, either you can just go totally random and do a bit of colour blocking, or there's some that are really, really complementary as well.
Right, so let's stick this on now. So it just goes, so let's pop it so it's flat down, because you want to make sure that it is in the middle. Yeah. And I've also brought in some ribbon as well, so I think let's stick this down first. So when I'm sticking it down, I'm just going to put a line of double-sided tape just on the top here, because I don't want it all to be stuck down. And then I'm just going to put just a little bit here as well on that 2-inch block bit. So let's take our tape off, and if it does go a bit wonky, like you can see now that that's not a straight line, but that's okay, because I'm going to put that bit of ribbon on, and it will hide it. So making sure that I'm putting that down just in the middle there. Let's get our ribbon there, and then let's get, so I've got some of our red line tape here, and I'm just going to pop a strip of it just across so that I've got somewhere to stick that ribbon.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Just cut it off at either side, and then we can pop our ribbon down there. And because we are doing a 10-fold card, it'd just be a lot easier when we're cutting that ribbon off on the side. So now we've got our card design. So I've gone ahead and I've already cut out one of the flowers from a different page, and I just thought, so this one again, it just mixes so well.
Yeah, it looks good
with them colours. And then I've got some of our circle foam pads, so let's pop these up. So we don't need too many of these. Like that. And then we'll stick this onto our card, and I've also brought in a sentiment to go on it as well. So let's pop that there. So then we've just got them leaves hanging over from the side of our cards, which I think just adds something a bit different.
Yeah, definitely.
So these stamps are from the Hooray combo dies. And let's get a bit of white card. So let's stamp onto here. So I'm just going to cut down. So this will be just 1 notch below that 1/2 inch. And I just think that if you do this beforehand, then it just makes a nice little platform for you to stamp onto. And we're going to do the sending lots of love.
Oh yeah. Again, it just works so great on its own, that one, doesn't it?
Alright, so let's put some ink onto that. And then just stamp that, and there we go. And then I'm just going to use my scissors just to cut it off the end. Like so. And then we've got some of our foam pads. Let's cut this down. So you can use your little strips for this.
Yeah.
If you want, they fit perfectly onto a sentiment strip this size. So let's pop some of our foam pads on. And then we are finished.
Oh, amazing.
So,
Jackie Bradley's just said, can we watch later? Make sure we get what we've missed. Absolutely, you can watch this anytime, over and over again. So if you want to join in with any of the demos after, you absolutely can do. This will be available.
There we go.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that fabulous paper folding technique as well. Oh,
you can like see it like opening up.
Absolutely. And again, you could pop that on with some foam pads as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what an amazing technique, especially with that background as well. Love, love, love it. Thank you so much, Rach. Okay, on to the final part of our show. So duo design papers, they are an absolute love of ours. This is why we have done 11 collections, guys, and we have got so many of our previous ones still available. We have got a lot that have sold out over the past couple of years that we've been doing these, but we still have some amazing ones available. And again, they'll kind of work in conjunction. Like, I could see this music paper going really well with the vintage ladies.
Yeah, that would be so nice.
You know, you've got those extra sort of flower and love letter embellishments. You've got the musical feel though, rather than the handwritten script there. You've got some stripes as well. So again, perfect for any scrapbooking fans there. It's got that real kind of vintage look to it. It's going to combine so well. Again, I could just see one of those elegant ladies fussy cut and just popped in the centre of there, couldn't you? So good. Absolutely perfect to be mixing and matching. Again, you've got all those spring flowers there, perfect for those romantic occasions. I love this one as well. That's my favourite.
Oh, yes.
Gorgeous. So that's that one. We've got this one as well, which is so perfect for the summertime. Again, if you're really inspired by Rachel's scrapbook layout, again, I could see these waves in all those strips, like what you did for that background.
That's such a good idea.
Such a good idea. Again, you could have your holiday memories and photographs, your plane tickets. Again, be cutting out some of those kind of nautical elements, so some of these shells and seahorses. Beautiful kind of, as well, if you love that kind of bathroom decor that's like that blue and white, classic. You know, some shells there as well. Again, you could be cutting out loads of these message in a bottles, those pirate ships, etc. Again, great for kind of like kids' birthday parties, like those pirate themes, etc. So much fun. And again, just really nice, soft, rippling waves. And the sailboats there, absolutely beautiful. Again, I could see that working really well in a nice kind of calming nursery as some home decor. And the lighthouse one there as well. Isn't that just stunning? Again, you could just pop that straight into a frame or straight onto an 8x8 card. Absolutely no hard work whatsoever. Gorgeous kind of turquoises, but then you've also got the corals and the vintage kind of brown textures there that you've got, that gorgeous seahorse amongst the coral there as well. So that's your sea breeze and rippling waves. And then you've got some that are a little bit like kind of less busy, that are just going to let your toppers or your fussy cutting or anything else, your dyes, do the talking. Just nice kind of, not plain, but they're just the right kind of thing. They're not too heavy, are they? Like, you've got this beautiful honeycomb that's obviously going to work with everything, like your little book pages, any of your toppers like that, and those gorgeous, again, those sponge clouds backgrounds. Super subtle and simple, aren't they? Really, really nice kind of rainbow of colours there, an absolute plethora. They're gorgeous. You get the bright kind of pink, candy floss colours there, this red one, again some sort of more vintage tones there as well. Just so perfect, so universal, perfect for masculine makes, feminine makes, kids, absolutely anything. But we've got absolutely loads more. So do just head over to the website. They're all any 3 for 2 on there, and you can be adding these into your basket. You can combine them with your new ones as well that we've got to show you in just a moment. We've got that delightfully distressed one, again another great one for masculine mates, kind of teenage themes as well in here. And then we've got this doodle dots and sketch stripes, again another one perfect for those new babies, kids cards, anything like that. But today it is all about our 3 new ones, so we'll recap if you are just joining us. We've got the Celestial Skies and Starry Eyed. Is this going to be your last demo one?
It is, yeah.
Awesome, we've got that coming up, do not go anywhere. We've got our Floral Flare and Subtle Shimmer that Rachel has just kindly demonstrated for us with that gorgeous paper folding technique. And finally, our lovely ladies and handwritten letters there. They are in a multi-buy, do all the hard work for you. It takes that bundle price for you down to $19.98, down to $18.98 just for logging in, and $17.98 if you are a Diamond member with us. So you know, even more chances to save money, guys. Such incredible value because you get 48 double-sided pages in each pad there for you. And like I say, you don't have to add them individually. You can just use that bundle code and they're all in your basket for you. Okay, Rach, so excited to see this one.
Final one.
Final one.
So we're going to go for a smaller card for this. So I've just got a 5x5 card and I've took out 3 different papers and we've got our gold mirror which matches perfectly. So first of all, let's get cutting this gold mirror down. So I'm going to cut this to 5x5 and then I'm going to keep hold of them little scraps. Oh, and then we're going to cut this one. So this one's the one with the little moons on, which is a little less busy, and I just thought that it'd be such a nice little backgroundy kind of paper for our card. So we're just going to cut that 2 notches below the 5, and let's stick that onto our mirror mat so that we don't lose it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
There's such lovely colours in this.
Yeah, they're so rich and kind of like dramatic jewel tones, just like a gorgeous night sky, aren't they, these colours? Especially those kind of like midnights and navies that you're getting in here. Right.
So let's now cut down this one. So I'm going to cut this one to 4.5 by 4.5 inches. So then we've got that lovely border from that dark purple.
Oh, gorgeous.
Just like that. And then we're going to put that to one side for now. And then we're going to cut this one with the moons on. So let's cut this one to 4 inches by 4 inches. Now we're not going to see much of this because we're going to make a little aperture for our card now. So I've brought in the rainbows, which Rebecca has just shown you. Now I'm just going to take, so these are numbered on here, so I'm going to take the number 7 one, and what I'm going to do is, so you can have them as rainbows, or if you die cut them twice and they make such a lovely circle. So that is what I'm going to do. So I've got my gold mirror, so let's just secure that down with some purple tape. And I've brought in my little mini today.
Oh,
because these do fit into the little mini.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're perfect.
Yeah, especially if you haven't got that much on your desk. Like, you've just got your paper pads. It's nice to have like your little machine. And so do some crafting.
It's just nice to have something that doesn't take a lot of room up on your desk as well, isn't it? It soon gets full, especially by the time you've got your scraps everywhere.
Right. So let's just take that out, and we're going to just run this through again so that we've got 2 of them ovals. So let's just take that, release it. So So it's so I love this this one.
Oh, this is one of your favourite die sets, isn't it?
Is.
It's so you. It's just your style.
I just I mean, if you're using it as a rainbow, you can make some fabulous like patterns, and you don't have to use like all of them to get that shape of the rainbow in.
No, absolutely not.
But then if you're using them, cutting them twice, then you can make these really fancy circles.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's it as well. They are so fancy, and they don't look like a rainbow when you do that.
No.
I think it just which isn't a bad thing, it just makes them more versatile.
Definitely, yeah. Right, so let's just release that one as well.
I feel like this nested rain, I don't know whether I'm like speaking way out of turn here. I think it's been one of my favourite dies of the year.
Definitely, yeah, no, I'd 100% agree with that. Right, so now we've got our two die cuts. So I'm going to take this tealy coloured one, and I'm going to pop it on here. So carefully positioning it, because we want to try and get it so it is in the middle, or thereabout in the middle.
Yeah.
I've bought in my glue.
Yeah.
So on the back, I'm just going to pop a little couple of dots. So you don't need much for this. And
no.
Then let's position that one that hasn't got any glue.
Again, you could always use your stickables for this.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Which we just never remember to bring
I
in.
know. No,
But you could definitely use your stickables.
You can definitely, and I think that would be such a good idea to use something like that. So when we've got it in the position that we want it, we're just going to leave it. And then let's stick this one down as well. So with your wet glue, if you haven't got any of our stickables or anything like that, it is probably best thing to do, because you can actually move it around, so then you've got your circle, so it is in the middle to where you want it to be.
Yeah, that's it. The white craft glue does give you a lot of wiggle time.
It does. Right, so let's pop that. I'm going to pop it under something a bit hard.
To weigh it down.
To weigh it down. Let's, oh dear, it's come off again. It's because I've tried not to put that much glue on it. Right, there we go. Let's pop it there for now, and then we can start having a look at what else we need. So I've also bought in, where have I put it? There it is. I've also bought in our nesting because die as well. So we're going to just use the middle of this.
Or just like the words?
Just the word bit. Because they are so good, so you don't have to use the outer lines either with them. The words are very big, and you can tell what it says. So
definitely, yeah.
So it is really, really good. Right. So we're going to use some gold mirror for this. So let's just run that through our machine. And then, hopefully, by then, our circle would have dried. So let's just pop that out.
Oh, that looks so nice.
It does, doesn't it? I love the wording and the style of this.
Absolutely.
Right, so let's get our stamps as well from the bottom. And we're gonna let's do, because it's a very special day.
Oh yeah, that'd be so nice.
So again, I'm just gonna take a bit of white ink card for this. And as I said before, I do find it a lot easier just to put down a little strip before I stamp onto the card. So we've got our little strip. Let's get our stamping block and put some ink onto that. And then let's stamp that. And then we can take our scissors, or let's take our trimmer, and let's just cut that down like so.
Oh, again, I love the typography on these as well.
They are so nice.
Yeah,
they're
definitely.
a lot different, aren't they, to the ones that we've done before?
Yeah, they are.
Right, so now we've got our paper, and that has near enough dried. I mean, I probably would leave it to dry a bit more at home, but I wanted to make a little aperture out of this. So I've just took my craft knife and very carefully I'm just going to go round. We have got our circle nesting dies as well, and when I had a look, one of the circles actually fits quite perfectly in the middle of this.
Oh really?
Yeah, so you could always use that if you're not too confident with craft knife. Almost there. Is that got it up? There we go.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So now we've got a nice little aperture in our card. So I've also bought in, if I can find it, it's gone missing, a little piece of acetate.
Oh yeah.
Just to pop on to there as well. And then I have got, sorry, I keep on losing all my stuff.
Oh,
It's
do you
like
know,
literally everywhere.
the comments is a bit like this as well. I think everybody's kind of like finding lost items. Janie has said she's been really struggling with my old blades. Story of our lives.
Yeah, definitely. Don't go
I thought I
there.
had some new ones, but just couldn't find them and thought, oh well, must have been mistaken. Standing in my craft room 2 days ago, I saw 3 packs of blades hung up high.
Oh wow.
You
That
were
would have been like
thinking,
birthday.
wouldn't it? You were thinking of your future self at that time, Janie.
Definitely, and you was right too.
Absolutely. Carol Rooney says she puts things in your sock drawer so you wouldn't lose them. That's a very good tip. You're in there every day, aren't you?
Definitely,
so why
yeah.
not?
Right, so I've just put some of our red line tape on the back of there just to secure it onto the back.
That's
so
gorgeous.
now we've got a little window. So let's take some of our foam pads, and so then this, just give it a little bit of depth when we stick it onto our card. So then we've got just that one with the moons on, so it's just a slight brighter than our background, so we should be able to tell the different tones of the colour.
And that's it. And you can mix and match them and find one that...
Definitely, yeah. There's some really, really bright colours in there as well, isn't there?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
blues. And they're so stunning. They just match so well together. Right, so that's on in the middle. And let's stick our aperture on. Very carefully so that we've got that nice little border just behind of that of purple as well. Then we've got our because. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this. Now if you did want to use the outer lines to the die, like you could do them in the black or something, or find a different colour in the pad. Just to bring in all those different shades. And then we're just going to carefully just stick it just so it's a bit horizontal going across our nesting die. And then let's get in our sentiment, and we'll pop this on with some foam pads. So just a little bit of our foam pad just there, and then let's pop it at the bottom of our card, and then we can stick it to our card blank.
Absolutely gorgeous. 3 incredible makes today, right?
Thank you. Right. Oh, there goes the because. Let's stick that on when I've popped the card down. There we go. So again, this will be a prime time to use your sticker balls. Oh, there we go.
Gorgeous, because it's a very special day. I love that aperture. They work so well.
They do, don't
and again,
they?
it just frames it beautifully with those nested rainbows. Thank you so much, Rach.
Thanks.
Oh, it's been such a fun show, hasn't it?
It has been very fun.
Gorgeous. Get your hands on our new Duo Design paper pads. They are so much fun. Just hop over to the website, they're all on there for you to have a little look at. Okay, before we say goodbye, just a couple of things to leave you with. Our TV schedule Our lovely Natalie is on Hobby Maker today. You've got the channels just on there. She's there at 1 p.m. with our brand new little books. Oh my goodness, do not miss those. They are so gorgeous. She's there at 3 p.m. with some Miri Essentials.
Ooh,
again,
yes.
aren't they incredible?
They are.
Again, if you like box making and you like some extra 3D projects, oh, do not miss out on that.
For you.
And again, she is there at 4 p.m. with another showing of our little books. So if you're just heading home from work or from shopping or errands, 4 p.m. she is there with another showing of our little books. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, Natalie and Kat will be on tomorrow, and they are launching some of our gorgeous new additions to our Miri range, so do not miss out on that. And that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a lovely rest of your Tuesday.